everyone, this is Hades here. So this is a guide regarding epic grape shot and how to produce it, especially since it is the end of the season. Epic grape shot can be easily produced by crafting. As you can see under the section, we can craft all purple artilleries. Especially this one is really very worth it compared to the other one. This guide is aimed for both experienced players and new players. So if you are very new to the game and you just started playing and you have no idea how to do crafting in the game, still this guide can be very much useful to you. So without further ado, let me start going. So first and foremost thing regarding the artillery, to make it easy, I have made it in a rule of 5. So let's start with stage 1. It's nothing but getting 5 serve warband ready. So what I mean by that is you need to create a warband for open world, and we need 5 serves. If you go to barracks and you can create a melee infantry over here, and you can see there is an option over here called unfarmed units only. So it will be usually checked. You need to uncheck it so that you can create multiple copies of the same unit. So you need to create 5 copies of the stuffs. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I have already done that, so I'll just show you where it is. Okay, over here. You can see I have 5 copies of the serve. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Once I have created this, I need to level it to minimum of level 7. So as you can see, the serve has a maximum of level 10 in their maximum level, but we don't really need to level it up to 10. The level needed is 7. And regarding the veterancy, you need to go bottom line veterancy. And once you are done, you can create a warband. You can go to the open world section under warband and then create a new warband. There will be a plus symbol, and click on it and choose the 5 units you need. Right now I created 5 serves. So this is the best warband for collection in the game. It gives the maximum labor. Any other warband, purple units, legendary units, they won't give the same high amount of labor. Next stage is collecting 5 resource types and nodes. Stage 2 is all about collecting resources from the open world. So the resource we need to focus on, the resource nodes we need to focus on is nothing but wood, skin, copper, stone and iron. Regarding the quality of the resource, there is 4 types of quality: green, gray, blue and purple. I would recommend blue since it has the highest chance of giving exotics. Even though the purple is higher tier, it is way too costly to spend too much bronze on it. So I recommend using blue nodes to collect the resources. So the nodes which you need to focus on collection is wood, skin, copper, stone and iron. When collecting a resource, we tend to get exotics along with them. So every time we go and collect a wood node, we tend to get shellac along with them and some other exotics. Same with skin, we get some sinews, and same with copper, we get calamine and some other exotics. Stone also tends to give some exotics like manganese, but it's not needed, so may not talk about it. And iron also tends to give tin. Right now I'm collecting at a logging camp, wooden camp. You can see there is a requisition as well and gathering as well, and you can see the exotics available. Out of all the exotics, we need the shellac only. The other 3 exotics are not needed. And I am not gonna use requisition because the tariff and requisition tariff are both same. Similarly, I am collecting in a marble quarry, which is a stone mine, but I don't really need any exotics over here. As you can see, the tariff and requisition tariff are both equal, so I am going with the gather option. And we just need to collect 2 or 3 times of marble. Since there is no need for exotics from this node, we don't have to worry about it. Next, I am collecting from Goatskin Tarry. It is a blue node. It's very good to collect, and you can see there is 2 exotics available. But the tax is also high here. It has a very high tax. So I'm not gonna go use the gather option. I'm going to use the requisition option since there is a high tariff. And you can see I am starting to get some extra sinews alongside the product, which is the goat skin. along with the blue gold skin, I'm getting the sign use, the blue, the green exotic. So that sign use is the most important thing rather than the gold skin itself. We can just throw away the gold skin, but the sign use is really needed to craft. I believe you get the idea. Basically, every time I collect a resource from a resource node, I get the exotic along with it, and more priority is given for the exotic since the resource will be way too much for the crafting, but the exotics will be less. So exotics is needed more rather than the resources. So next, once we have the resource and both exotic, we can craft our materials. So as you can see, this might look complicating, but it is not. If you remember, this is basically iron, this one is copper, 4 different grades, this is wood and this is stone. So when we collected, we got iron, along with that we got tin. So, and when we got copper, we got along with that we got calamine. Similarly with the wood, we didn't we got this shellac, and the stone we didn't get any exotics, and with skin we got the sinews. So the skin we are not skin is not really needed for crafting the grapeshot, but the exotic which we get from along with skin is needed to craft. So that is why both resources and the exotics are needed to craft the materials. So you can see we need the wood, we need the copper, we need the stone, and we need the iron, but we don't need the skin. Similarly, we need shellac, sinews, and calamine and tin, but we need the exotics of the stone. So once we have everything ready, we basically can craft a cast iron. And similarly, we can craft the improved copper and plain wood and cut stone. In the second page, you can see there is option to craft cast iron. So there's 4 options. So I can either use the gray, green, blue, or purple one, whichever is available. For me, I have gray, I can use it, or I can go with the, but green I don't have it, so I cannot craft. But blue and purple I can use either. Regardless of the quality of the stone, it is going to give the same product only. So right now I will just craft some 100. So it takes 10 seconds to craft 100 cast iron. It's almost done. If you craft more in a big quantity, the amount of time will also increase, and the price of the crafting is also going to increase. The same thing I can do with the plain wood. So I'm going to just craft some 100 of the plain wood. Similar thing with the cut stone as well. Cut stone, plain wood, improved copper, and cast iron. All 4 are available in the same interface, the second page. So you get the idea. Once you have this 4 ready, next we go for the final stage, which is the stage we are going to craft our optimal grapeshot. The second page, optimal grapeshot. So I do have some quantity. I do have a lot of improved copper, plain wood, and cut stone, but I am a little bit low on cast iron, so I need to work on it a little bit. For now, I'll just craft one epic grapeshot. As you can see, it takes 1 minute to craft one epic grapeshot. You can see the grapeshot is already crafted. So once the crafting is done, it goes to my wagon. As you can see, it does carry a lot of weight. So in long run, it might increase the space by a lot. Like the artillery does carry a lot of space, and you might run out of space. So to reduce that problem, what you can do, if you have like 5 or 10 grapeshots, you can sell it in the market. So basically, especially if you are running out of space, you can go to the market and sell it. But when you are selling, you can sell it for the highest price. So basically, I will sell it for so I'm gonna sell it for 15,000 silver. Why? Because when I sell it for the highest price, people are gonna be not buying it, and if they buy it, we are gonna have a big profit. So overall, it's gonna help us only. You can see I did sell 15 of the grapeshots recently for 225k, but no one is gonna buy because the market price of optimal grapeshot is 10,000 usually. So I'm selling it for extra 5,000, so no one is gonna buy. If they buy, then I am gonna have a big profit margin. So it's win-win situation only. Why I'm doing this is because the artillery it tends to occupy space in the wagon and in the camp supply dump. So to avoid all these things, I'm just gonna put it in the market for a while. It will have a small amount of bronze to hold for 3 days, but it's very negligible overall for the space we are using. So it's better way to say. And right now, as I can see, everyone is doing the same thing, not just me. A lot of people, especially the Chinese players, know how to craft properly. So I can see lots and lots of epic artillery grape shots especially are being sold in the market, and it is available in surplus. But thing is, this epic artillery eventually will be down, like lowered when the season starts, because people are gonna use it for territory wars and ranked, and eventually the supply will be reduced and the demand will be higher. At the time, we can sell it for a good price. And overall, you might be thinking, we have to spend silver for crafting and everything. But the crafting for crafting this epic artillery from start to finish, it cost only 3,500 silver. But if we sell it in the market, we can sell it in the market price for 10,000. So you have a profit of 6,500 silver per artillery crafted. So which is a big amount overall, and you can even increase the price in terms of demand as well. So overall, this is also a good way to earn a lot of silver next season, is what I'm mentioning here as well. And especially if you are going to do some server transfers from SG to some other server, these artillery are going to be really much more valuable there. So you'll get more silver there in the servers as well. So anyways, that's it for the video, and hope everyone learn something regarding how to craft. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask as well in the comments. And thank you for watching.